Hi guys, it's Allison here with another Sims build video. Today I'm going to be doing something pretty different. I'm going to be teaching you how to build a house. So if you find that your houses in The Sims look a lot like this, you know, very square, boxy, they don't look super realistic, watch this video because I'm going to teach you how to make houses that look a little more realistic, like this one that I made for Miss Vindicat back here. And you can watch this video on my channel building it, and then you can also watch Miss Vindicat decorate it. So this video is sort of for beginners, so if you already know the ins and outs of building a house, some of this might feel like very basic knowledge to you, but I wanted to make this for complete beginners because every time I make a build video I always get comments saying my houses look really boring, I don't know how to do stuff like this, or saying that they learned something every time they watch me do this. So I thought I'd put all my little tips and tricks together in this one video for you. Okay, we're gonna start with the basic, the UI, or the user interface. So you can see up here we have a bunch of little tools, and these are going to help us. So this is the select. This is the basic default mode where you can just pick up things and move them around. If it's red I can't put it down, but if it's green I can. This here, the eyedropper, is like a cloning tool. If we click this, we can click on something like this window and it's going to clone it, and we can put it back down. And then most of the time it will keep letting you put it back down until you say you're done and you click the select tool again or something else. The next one is the design tool. That's what it's called. And that can be used to change the color or the pattern of whatever it is. So if I click here, I've got new door colors. So I can do white, the slider brown, more of a cherry brown, or I guess that's medium. That's more of a cherry. Dark gray and black. Okay. The sledgehammer is used to delete things. So if I do delete this will be a wall, but then this is just deleting the door, and you'll see in yellow what's being highlighted. We can click and drag to delete multiple things at once. See? Oh no, I did not mean to delete my whole house. If that happened to you, just press undo and it's right back. Maybe I did mean to delete my house and I accidentally undid it. Press redo to redo it. Okay. The rest of these are for when you're done, pretty much. Like this is to save the house. This is to move the whole thing around. Actually, this can be kind of useful if I think, oh, this house isn't really properly centered, I want to move it. You can click here, move the house around, and plop it down somewhere else. Or you can move the entire lot. See, this will move everything and anything that's not attached to this room. See? Okay. This button deletes everything. This is the bulldozer. Clicking this will delete everything for you, so you don't have to do it via the sledgehammer. And you can also bulldoze the terrain, like if you've done any terrain painting or sculpting. This button's very handy if you find that the lighting in your game is not ideal. Depending on what time it is, click this to change the time. It's afternoon, evening, night. I find this is helpful when I'm placing my lights. I can turn it on to night and see everything turn on, and I would see how the build looks in the evening. I prefer afternoon. It's the brightest setting. Alright, and also just real quick, if you're not familiar with moving the camera around, you can change your settings in the game options for game camera. I think I have the Sims 3 camera on, which means that right click pans, middle mouse click rotates, and scrolling zooms in and out. That's what I use. You can also use your WASD keys to move around. Okay, I find that that camera was what I was used to because I just come from playing Sims 3 and I didn't want to learn new controls. So if you're one of those people, then maybe you'd prefer that. Okay, so these buttons are all well and good, but when you're in the heat of the build when you're in the zone, you might find it difficult to click, place, oh, I go up here and then I do that, oh, I go here and do that. Well, guess what? There are shortcuts. If you roll over it, you can see that H is the shortcut for select, E is the shortcut for eyedropper, R is the shortcut for the design tool, K is the sledgehammer, and then undo and redo are pretty standard. Control Z is pretty much universally undo, and Control Y is universally redo. So if I very quickly, oh, I want to put down another window, I can press E and add my new window. Or, oh, I don't like that window there, I can press K and delete it. And honestly, oh, see, I forgot to press H. You just have to memorize those. Okay. Alright. Let's quickly talk roofs. Roofs are very annoying. I'm not gonna lie, okay? But there is something that we could do that I would think make this roof look a lot better, even if the house doesn't look very good. Like, you know, it's all off-centered and whatnot. So first of all, we could bring the roof down. If you click on it, you see all the different roof options. This one's going to raise or lower the pitch of the roof. So if we lower it some, already that looks a bit better than a ridiculous roof like that, right? So like, let's say we bring it down to there. That looks a little more realistic, right? We can also extend the roof over like that, or like this, or like this. I'm gonna press Control Z to undo. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Or you can just bring out the edges. That's this button here. See? And that just extends it out more than if you were to pull it out. Do you see the difference? It's not showing me a preview for some reason. There we go. And you can do that quite a bit to the point where you can no longer get into the house. Alright, let's also look at these round ball options. These are to change the curve of the roof. If we pull it, by default it goes real crazy. As you can see, if you push them down, it gives you a very temple pagoda looking roof, or they slant in. But if we go up, we get a very barn looking deal roof thing. And again, it's not showing me the options. It should be the way that this is showing. I don't know what's wrong with my UI. Maybe it's something up with my computer, I'm not sure. Anyway, those can help. I mean, you probably won't be using that very often. How often are you putting pagoda temple sort of roofs in your builds? But they're there. Okay, now here's a little hidden tip trick. Press Shift C. I just pressed Shift C. Did you see what happened? We gained additional balls. So this just gives you a little more nuances, a little more fine tuning. This is just moving the top in. See? So we have a little bit more control. You could use the two of them together to create a more unique roof shape than you were able to before. So you see that? Okay. So that's that. That's how you make your fine-tune roofing. So I know that doesn't make roofing a lot easier. Okay, another thing. Let's say we have a different roof. Yeah, let's just delete this one. And we're going to put on a gable roof. This is a gable roof. I'm rotating it using the, what's it called? Less than, greater than symbols? Yeah, that's how I'll say it. Dragging it out to meet that. Dragging this out to meet the back, but it's really tall. I mean, it's way too tall, so I'm definitely going to lower it. Okay, that looks better. But say I would like the roof to overhang a bit here. But I don't want it to overhang on the back here. How can I fix that? Well, if you hold Shift while moving this, it will only move on one side. You see that? Look at that, and you could do the same thing on the other side. You could bring that in even, so it's flush with the wall. I mean, that looks terrible, but there it is. There you have it. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do. Same thing with the eaves on the side. If I hold shift, I can make them longer on one end and shorter on the other, or longer too, but just different. Okay, so you can make things asymmetrical. Okay, now the grid is always up by default. If you want to turn it off, press G. I find myself turning it off a lot when I get to the decorating portion. I think it's helpful for the building part, so I'd leave it up for that. Page up and page down are your shortcuts for moving up and down. See? And then if you press home and end, which is just right next to page up and down, that cycles the walls up by pressing home or down by pressing end. Okay? Very useful. I'm using those all the time. Page up, page down, home, and end. WASD to move, greater than, less than to rotate your camera or to rotate your object. Alright? Let's see, that's pretty much my UI tutorial. We'll talk about other bits of the UI as we move along, but for now I'm gonna sledgehammer this. And let's talk about how we can make our homes look less boxy. Now I understand, I know, it can be really overwhelming looking at all these tools, like the room tool and all these weird looking shapes, and how do you build a house from this? You know, like, where does the inspiration come from? Well, I'm here to tell you that if you're starting now, there are tools online to help you make a beautiful and realistic looking house. Yes, there is. They are there right now. And to show you, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change my camera, show you my computer for a second. Ooh. I'm going to go into the options menu and I'm going to make my game, put it in windowed mode, okay? Once I'm there, now you can see up here, I can move the window around like this, and I'm going to say yes, I want this. In my Chrome browser, I've brought up some floor plans. I've just searched house plans, and I've gotten all these nice options. Houseplans.com, Southern Living, Builder house plans, E-plans, Family home plans. I've looked at house plans and Southern Living house plans today because I like both of them. So then you'll see stuff like this. Actually, you'll see this. This is the main page. When you're searching for a house, it helps if you put 0 garages because, of course, we don't have garages in this game. But if you see a house you like and it has garages, like look at this one. I really like this modern house, but it has garages in it. You know what? That's okay. You can turn it into something else. Maybe it could be like a yoga studio or a workout room, something like that. So don't let that get you down. But here's why looking at the house plans on the websites like this are so great. You'll get the full blueprint that shows you exactly what you need to do to build this. And here's the second story. And a lot of these places, like I love this one does, has photos of the inside. And it can help you with some inspiration for decorating. Or if you want to copy it exactly, there's nothing wrong with that. And of course, you can look at the real picture as a model for how your in-game house should look. So that's a very modern looking house, and I like that a lot. I think I was looking at the same thing here. And then on Southern Living, I'm looking at some cottages, some cute cottages. Look how neat they are, and I love this one. I think I've made this one before. Sugarberry sounds really cute, and look at all these nice photos they have of the interior. That is really nice. So let's try to make this house, okay? I'm gonna make it with you, or I'm gonna make it for you, and I'm gonna show you how easy this is. Now let's go back to our game. What I'm gonna do is move this window and push it to the right here. Did you see that thing that came up? So now I'm sharing my screen with the game and the house. And you know, I don't need all this. I can actually go in the middle and adjust it like this. And you can see my channel in the background. Okay. So there we go. So I've got game on the right. I've got house plan on the left. Let's build it. Alright, so as you can see, it goes a long way. So maybe we want to rotate our camera so that it looks better. And like, in which way would it? Let's do it this way. Yeah, because you can see this nice big covered screen porch. That would look nice on this end with the street. So let's get our wall tool. You can press B, or you can just click here after going to walls and empty rooms. Zoom in a little bit, and I always start with the door. Okay, a top-down view helps. So you move your camera so that you're looking top-down, and I think you can press T. So like, say my camera was like this, I can just press T very quickly to do a top-down view, right? And then it's very simple. Just click and drag. Click, drag, and let go. Now, right away, pretty soon you're going to want to decide what height you want your wall to be. There's 3 options. You've got the short wall, the medium wall, and the tall wall. We're probably either going to be using the tall or the medium or the short wall. But we can actually look at the front door and see what they have. They've got this nice, very basic door. I can go ahead and I can look. This is just the way I do it. I do the door first and then I move on from there. So it's kind of looks like a screen door maybe. You don't have to follow what they do. You can do whatever you want. And you know, you don't even need, if you get creative, you don't even need much DLC or even mods. I have no mods or CC right now. I've turned them off so that you guys can see it's really easy to make a beautiful house. I really like this door. I think we're gonna probably go with a, well actually, you know, I do really like these doors that came in, oh that's really cute. I don't think I've ever seen that door before. Yeah, I don't think I have. I like something like this. Let's use, which was the R. Let's use R to change the color. Oh, look at that, we can even get it to be the same color as it was. Not that that's important, but if you're trying to make it look just like the one in the picture, then you might want to. Okay, let's press T again, go to top-down view. So we have our door. So as you can see, there's a little bit of space, and then this is a window here. So let's say that's the space, and then this is the window. We have another space and another window, and then we want a little bit of space between the window and the curve. So this is the beginning of our room. This is our living room. As you can see, the room moves, moves in a little bit. Same over here. Looks like we've got more doors, like double doors over here. So we're probably going to leave 2 spaces for them. And then we've got a fireplace here. So it does come out for the fireplace. Let's do 2. Another double doors. And then that's the end of the porch. Over here, whoops. Over here, this kitchen starts about where the bottom of this fireplace ends. So I think we're good right here. And then this is where a good knowledge of the game comes in. If you know how many tiles something takes up. Like I would say this looks like 3 tiles, wouldn't you? 1 tile, 2 tile, 3 tile, right? So let's do 3 tiles. Each one of these squares is a tile. Looks like we could put cabinet, sink, corner cabinet, another cabinet, stove, another cabinet, corner cabinet, counter, and then this will be the fridge going in here. And it does look like the fridge is kind of enclosed in the wall, so we can do it like that. And actually, it looks like this one is too. Now, if you feel like that wasn't enough room for you, feel free to make it bigger. In fact, the top of this kitchen lines up past these doors, whereas right now it's only coming to here. So I actually think, let's hit Control Z and let's make it a little bit bigger. We'll go back to here. So if I say, let's put an extra 2 here, because that way it'll be corner cabinet or corner counter, space, space, stove, space, space, counter, just like that. So now we have a bigger kitchen, and that's pretty much how I wanted it. Yeah. Okay. We've got, as you can see, a staircase over here. So let's go ahead and make room for that staircase, and it's going to wrap around this way. Okay. It looks like we only see the staircase here, and we don't see it as it curves around. So we can actually, I'm wondering if maybe we want to double this up and do a double staircase instead of a single. It might look better. We'll leave it open so that we could, if we wanted to. But anyway, let's leave this bit open because it's going to be. We can come down here, we can do the porch real quickly. So to do a porch, you're gonna do one of these foundations. These are all sort of your room foundations, and it's just the floor bit, no wall. I'll choose the flat square, place it right in front, and click. Now I can use these arrows to extend it out, so make that bigger. It's gonna come all the way around because it's a wraparound porch, right? In fact, it comes out quite a bit. In fact, I think it would even be longer, yeah. And now I'm gonna do another one here. Oh, see, it's grabbing the wall. You just want to delete that if it does that, if it grabs the wall and carries it over. Okay, I'm going to do that. Pull it over. It goes all the way down, keeps going to about here. There we go. Now we have one big screen porch. Or covered porch. This bit says it's screen, but we're not gonna screen in any of it. It's just going to be what it is. Alright. We're gonna worry about height elevation later, but we will be raising it up eventually. Let's take a look at the stairs now. That's something I do pretty quickly. We can take a look at their pictures of the stairs and see what they've got. So it's quite nice looking. They have like a white with a nice wooden top. We have some stairs like that, like this. Yeah, they look very nice. But the question is, do we want to have a single staircase like this, or do we want a double staircase? If it were to be a double staircase, then it would look like this. And if we placed it, pick it up and move it, it would look like this. So do we think that that's too much? No, I actually quite like that quite a bit. I think it's a nice, very big staircase, but yeah, I like it. And I didn't even really look at other options, but I think I like that. Oh, this one's, oh, no, that's the one I want. That very rich looking wood. Yeah, okay. Pressing T again to go top down. And let's move back to our blueprint. Go. So the we're going to actually, you know what, let's push it all back just one. Oh, sorry, that's another tip. If you press Control, it undoes something. So if clicking and moving puts down a wall, holding Control, you see that X that appears, holding Control, click and drag gets rid of it. Okay, I gotta remember to tell you guys these things. I'm so used to just doing them. Yeah, I'm gonna move it back one. And then we will wrap it up. There we go. Because we do have stairs right here, or sorry, doors, and I don't want the edge to, walk down, and there's a door right there. Yeah, okay, I can't talk. And wall that off. There we go. We can actually wall that off, and it's made a room. Boom. When it's fully enclosed, it makes an official room. It adds the floor, and it also adds like a ceiling, which is also the floor for the next one. So now that it's officially a room, we can actually see this, pull this, and we can adjust our foundation height, and you can actually make it really crazy tall. Crazy tall. Like, who would ever need a house with a foundation that tall? That's just, it looks like a high rise at this point. Okay, so we don't want to be that crazy tall, of course. Actually, this is a pretty good height. We'll leave it here for now, but we might decide that we want it to be shorter or taller, right? Yeah. I'm going to continue with the basics of the house before I tackle anything like stairs here or railings, alright? We're going to keep going. And I might start speeding up now that you guys kind of get what's happening. Alright, so we can see there's a little hallway here, and there's going to be a little bathroom powder room. This is a good opportunity to use the room tool instead of the wall tool. So as you guys saw, this makes walls. Any sort of walls. And if you enclose all the walls like this, then it makes a room. But if you're going to be making a kind of squarish, boxy, rectangular room, you can just use this room tool to click and drag a room. You can also use the custom room tool, which is going to be like putting down points, and when you enclose them, then you've made the room. So like click, 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 click. There's the room. You can make rooms any of these ways. So if I'm going to use the room tool here, I would probably box that off. And then I might further box it off like this. And I might even make that smaller. So you can see that like you walk in, and then you've got another room where it's like a powder room with just a little sink and a little toilet. And then that opens up into a laundry room, which is not super big. It just has a washer dryer here. And then that opens up to a covered porch. On the other end over here, we have master bedroom time, and then we'll do the master bathroom. Okay. Master bedroom. It ends about here. Let's say that this is the end of the hallway. So this is just, as you can see, these dotted lines that don't connect. This would mean like an archway. Not a door, but whereas you see this swinging one, that's a door. That's indicating which way the door opens to. Okay. That's not really enough. Not a lot of room for a door, so I might bring that up a little bit and then close that like that. This could be a closet. The Sims 4 Get Together DLC has some closets that are like this. Of course, if you don't have that, then you can just make this part of the bedroom. It doesn't even matter. I'll use this tool again, and we're gonna obviously go out to here, and that's probably going to come up quite a bit. It's a pretty big room. Doesn't quite look the same as there, but that's okay. It doesn't have to. Let's start there for now. If we want to make it bigger, we can make it bigger. You see a bathroom coming off here, so you've got the entrance to here. Space. These are sinks, and they've got 2. We could even maybe do 3, so like sink, space, sink. And then there's a little, almost like a seating nook or something coming out here with room for a couple of windows. And let's go all the way down. We can think about how we want things. So let's see, they've got a toilet here, and then this is their shower coming like this. So that would be nice. Like you come in and the shower's kind of tucked away back here. And you know what? A bathtub could go in there, and that would actually look really nice. Again, this could be another closet. You could use the closet tool. I'll show you guys what that is in a bit. And then the rest of this is another porch. And look at that, we have already made the first floor. That was really simple, right? I think it was. Hopefully I made it pretty simple. We can continue to do the second floor. And a lot of blueprints are really easy and show you what the bottom floor was looking like, which can help you out a lot. Let me see something. I'm gonna drag that out one more just to make it even on both sides, because I didn't like the way it looked from the bottom. Okay, so second floor time. So we can line it up. Here's the stairs like that. Walled off here, and of course this is walled off too. In this space there is a bathroom like this. And it's a very small sink, toilet, shower. It's very small, and it is going to be for the bedroom that's happening over here. It looks like the bedroom is going to come out. I might even make that longer. Just thinking to myself, maybe. And oh, and it lines up here. Let's actually make it longer, like I said, or shorter. This is longer, this is shorter. Is this another bedroom? Sort of. Wait, does it line up with the bottom? I can't tell if this is lining up or not. It might. You know what, we can refer to the photos of the house. Okay, it looks like it does. Yeah, okay. It's a pretty big bedroom. And then this one goes all the way pretty much to here. This has to be enclosed off too. And then this was that. And I might, you know, throw in another, because these rooms are so big. I might like give them their own bathrooms, you know? You know, feel free to add creative liberties to the houses. So like we could add a bathroom that's like this, maybe. Could be a square, could be bigger, and then we could do the same thing over here. But we could make it long like that, so that this is like a guest bath. Okay, this is when I look at the photo, because I'm going to be doing the roof now. This is when I look at the picture of that to get the roof idea. So let's switch to roofs. First off, you can see that the covered porch is covered. Obviously, it's called a covered porch. And we'll be using the half-gabled roof for this. No, we'll be using the half-hipped roof for this, because the hipped roof looks like this, but as you can see, it's open on one end. So start, go all the way down, and cover the entire porch. And this one is actually going to come down to here, possibly. Obviously, it's going to be pretty short. Actually, I decided I'm going to do something. Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter where this ends on this end, because I'm actually going to be putting in another roof there. But it's not going all the way. There we go. And this one, it's not covering all the way. Here we go. We can copy by pressing this button right here, and it just takes the exact same roof and line it up, and then bring it down. It's probably too flat, so let's raise it up. Raise them both up. One, let's start with one and see how that looks. One, maybe two. Okay, I'm gonna actually throw in a half-gabled roof on the end here. and try to blend it in. Might be difficult to make it blend. So coming over, I'm trying to yeah, I'm not sure I'll be able to get a half gabled roof look like it blends in with this. Which is a shame. Yeah, see? I could mess around with it for ages, but I don't really want to, so let's say forget that and we'll just pull it over. See, what I wanted was ideally for this to end flat like that. But with the Sims, a lot of the time you do not get the roof option that you wanted. See how it ends flat right there? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Seriously, why is there no option for it to lie at the exact same? Is it because, see, the roofing, oh, there we go. Okay, I didn't have it lined up right. Okay, this is what I wanted. But I will adjust that. There we go. That is basically what I wanted. Okay. Doesn't matter where that ends. Yeah. That's what I wanted. Yes. And as you can see on the top, they're doing a gable like this. Go all the way, come on. Not so tall, maybe. Like, let's bring it down, and we're gonna overhang. It's really driving me crazy that it's not showing me. See, it's not giving me a preview. That's really annoying. Maybe a little bit taller. And it's likely going to go across the whole thing. Like that. Yes, very nice. Let's see if we can get a side view to see what this looks like over here. Okay, so over here what they're doing is they have like some, oh, I forget the word for these. I forget the word, but it doesn't matter. We could add these dormers, is that it, dormers? We could add them or not. I did forget about our fireplace. Let's go ahead and add the fireplace, continuing up here. There we go. Yeah, like that. And then I might do another one, depends on what the fireplaces we're given look like. Let's see if we have I guess this is the best view we have for the others, so we can just kind of make up what we want. I might copy this and place the same roof here, but like this, and then maybe dragging that out a little bit, and then maybe make it a little bit taller. Yeah. Yes. Alright. Were there any other photos? There's this one. What's this one? What am I looking at? I'm not sure. Sometimes you get these weird, I think it's like a little shed they've built in the back or something. Here's a nice view of like the front door. Okay, so we only have this bit left back here. So again, because there's nothing for us to see, let's actually make it wrap around like the other one does. So we'll do this, we'll copy and then make it fit like that. There we go. That wasn't too difficult. We have a little bit here, so just to make that look a little nicer, let's give it a gable and we'll go in, and then we'll lie it a little flatter. Okay, and that's the roof. That was pretty painless to say as far as roofs go. So we still are a long ways off from making this look like this. I might change the lighting to morning. Yeah, I will. Okay, so real quickly, let's do the stairs. I'll try not to take too crazy long because I am taking sort of a crazy long time doing this, but you guys are worth it. So I'm not really seeing what the stairs are. They look like white and they've got kind of a grayish. How does that look? No, I don't like that. Maybe like that. That's stone. It's definitely not stone. So that's nice, and then this blue is kind of nice. I might just keep it simple, do white. Yeah, okay. Let's do three across, yes. And then we also have stairs on the other end. We'll copy these, use these to move them in. I'm using page down to change. And I'm deciding if I want this to be 2 or 3. Let's leave it at 2. Yeah, let's leave it at 2. We also have stairs. Copy these one more time over here. Like that. Alright, so those are our stairs. This at this point where we decide, are we happy with the height or do we want it to be a little taller? I liked the height it was. Hopefully you cannot hear my stomach growl. I'm getting a bit hungry. Okay, railing time. So to give this a porch effect, we need some railing. By default, our rails is set to replace. So you see this dark line? This is what it's replacing. It's asking if you want to fill it in. That might be a little annoying. I don't like that it defaults to this. Let's change it to place fences by drawing. That way we have more control. So we're looking for a simple white fence. Again, if you see a fence that catches your eye, pick that one. No need to do exactly what this looks like. I like this, but it's a little... I had another one in mind that I was thinking of, and I'm trying to remember where it is. Was it this? Maybe. Oops, I'm placing things. I'm placing things. Control Z. You know, these ones that came from Strangerville are kind of nice too, but I'm also showing you guys that you don't see, that looks really nice, but you don't need DLC to make your houses look good. Okay. Let's just use this really super simple mega fence basic. It's base game. Just add it on. You see how it automatically doesn't add to where your stairs are? Which is a nice feature. Go ahead and just wrap your porch. And we're going to assume that the exact same fence is going to be used over here in the back porch. Next, let's connect this to the roof with a column down here. I'm looking for a simple white column that's round. Don't want that. Like maybe this one. This one is really very basic. Or we could do... So this is kind of a nice one, but I'm not sure that it's... I want just straight. That curves in a little bit, so I think I'll just go with this one. It's already in white, so we'll put one surrounding the stairs. We'll put one in the corner. We'll put one here and also in the corner. Oops, that's not the corner. And then at this point, we now want to decide how we put them so that they are somewhat evenly spread out. So let's see, this is where having the grid on helps. You can look at like, it's 2 apart, 2 apart, 2 apart. Oh, that's going to be 3 apart. So we're never going to get a perfect match. You can actually see where they put theirs in. They're recommending having it even here and even here, and I do tend to like to do that, so we'll probably do that here. Actually, we can have it actually be evenly spread out. and I would always prefer to be evenly spread out. Okay, then just keep placing your columns. And these are 3 apart. There we go. And then we'll do 1 in the middle here. Now, as you can see, this doesn't look really good. The roof doesn't hang over it, and we would probably prefer the roof to hang over it. So this is where we can extend the eaves. Extend, you just want to make sure you extend every single bit. Find the, oh, my stomach's growling. Find that, extend, extend, and now look at that. So much better, right? If you come down here and you see this and you don't like it, you can change it by adding a flat square. See, that's going to give you a bit of a roof, but you might like the kind of the openness of it. It's up to you. I'm gonna leave it because I don't mind too much. Okay. Oh, and you know what? Let's add these columns over here too. I almost forgot. So I'll do one here, we'll do one here, and we'll do one. Well, now we're gonna get it perfectly, so we'll do it like that. Okay. Next, let's tackle the house paint. So this is using a simple white siding. I'll come into siding and I'll see what they've got for me. That was paneling, not siding. This is siding. So I'm thinking about this one. Now, by default, it usually goes to by wall, which is like this. I can go over it and I can click and drag, or I can click this button by room and it will put down, it will cover the entire room. See this room right here? It's covering. See, it stops here because it picks this up as a different room. Here's another room. So you can quickly just click on the exteriors like this. You can also press, if you're on here, press shift. Or same thing, if you're on room already, you can press shift to do individually. Shift is your friend. Shift is always your friend. So let's cover the entire thing in the white siding. It doesn't matter what we do with this because I'm actually going to go and change it. Now, if I click on the roof, that's what's going to apply it all over here. See, there we go. Same thing here. Don't forget about this little bit right here. Simple white siding, done. Let's do some windows. I can do this real easily. I'm looking for something that's got shutters like this or like this. I'm gonna do a nice black shutter like this. This one looks good. Now, here's my problem. It's kind of looks like it's touching the roof almost, you know, but I can't put it up here because then it's above the room. What can I do? I can move it up and down a little bit by holding Alt. Hold Alt to go off the grid. So if I move it up just a bit, look at that, that looks better, right? That looks better. There we go. And I'm actually gonna add like a little circle up here because I think that will look better. Maybe not that big. My stomach is growling so much because I am super hungry. I have to go eat dinner. Let's do this one. That one looks nice. Actually, if I'm going to be doing that, then I want to go put them on either side because you don't want boom, boom. That's gonna look bad. Holding shift and click will duplicate and give you another. And if you feel like it still looks too close to the roof, you can always take it down a notch like this. And that might be the best case scenario here. Now I can really move my windows around. Okay, let's do more on the bottom. So they've got really nice, oh, and I'm pressing page down on the wrong screen. They've got really big windows that are like almost floor to ceiling, like this maybe. Yeah, So let's do window, window, yeah. Remember they had doors here, so I actually won't do window, window. I'll do, well, you know what? I might want to do window and then do the door here, because I think having 3 doors in this corner is like way too much. So see, I'm following the blueprint, but I'm making my own decisions. I'm thinking about this door too, because it looks kinda similar. Oh, it did say double doors, and double doors would look kinda nice, yeah. I do think double doors would look nice, but are there any double doors that I really want? I think I'm going to just do this one, yeah. And let's do, we'll do the same thing. Is that the same red? It's not the exact same red. Maybe we just do, I'm trying to press Control Z and I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Maybe we do the same. Nope. This one, it is. So this will be like a side entrance. We can even do black, but I think I'm gonna leave it white. Draws too much attention. Okay. Another thing, let's talk about this base foundation down here. It's quite boring right now. We could spruce it up by adding brick or something like that, like this lattice. The lattice is always a good option for a porch. I'm gonna apply it to there, and for the rest of it, I'm gonna do a red brick, I think. So red brick, red brick, red brick. Do the red brick all here, and on the porches, lattice. Yeah, okay, like that. This, what's it called? Chimney is gonna be something different. I'm probably going to do like something like this, but let's go all the way up and place our chimney first. Here's chimneys. It's under roof sculptures. Find the one that best suits what you're doing. Like maybe it's this. It's not bad. It's never gonna match perfectly, guys. It just doesn't, because of the way the game works. I think I like this one. Oh, I forget them. And if I did brick, I think that would look nice. So then let's also wrap this in brick, yeah? Okay, so I'll try to find the same brick. I think it's this one. And down here, I press page down because the camera's moving around all the time. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. I like that. And if you find, oh, I don't like the way this looks right here, what you can do is freezes and exterior trims. What that is, let me show you. You apply those to break up a house like this. Okay? And you've got a lot of different ones. These are only for taller heights. The exterior trims also help break it out like that. So we can apply one up top here. To do that, I'm gonna need to add, gonna have to do that because it applies to a flat square, to a floor like this. So I could put on something like that. Let's get this back. It might be too chunky. You might think, oh, that's too much. You could do this one. That's a bit less. This one is a lot. And maybe you just want to do something like that. That one's pretty simple. Okay? That just kind of helps a little bit, I think. I did the same thing over there. See? Alright. Alrighty. Our deck, whatever this is called, words have escaped me, is looking a little bare. We could put some brick out here. That would look nice. Maybe like this one. This is where it helps to turn the grid off so you can really see. Otherwise, you know, kind of gets in the way. And again, that's G. I like this one, but was there a better option? That was kind of nice, That looks a little bit different. That's the Academia brick pavers. Again, this is pretty much everything I'm using is base game, guys, except for this door. That means if you only have The Sims, the game, you can easily do this. Okay, I'm going to press E, eyedropper, and place more of these windows, and you can go off of where they are on here. So like, let's see, in the master bedroom you've got 2, and you've also got 1 over here. They look a bit much though. I'm wondering if I should, yeah, see, sometimes things don't translate well from game to from real life to game, so sometimes you need to make decisions, and that's up to you. You have to make that decision. Like, I would think it'd look better here, but as you can see, we do have a staircase in the way, so we'll need to put some windows over here, but remember, this is our kitchen, so we can't have a big long window like this. We're going to need shorter windows. Probably like this one. What's the one we did? Another tip, guys, is you don't want to keep using too many different kinds of windows. It's gonna look bad if you keep doing that, like 15 different window types, you know? I like that. This is a nice one. And we also have one in the bathroom here. And are they spread out evenly? Yeah, they are. We also have one in the washer dryer room here. Doesn't look perfect, but you know, it'll do. Oh, there's also one here. I'll just put it like that. Sometimes, you know, we could actually pick a different window and that would be in the middle, and I don't mind doing that, so it'd be this one. And I could do the same thing here. Sometimes you don't always need shutters, right? And I'll probably do the same thing here. Let's see, we can either go boom boom double like that. We could do just one. Don't forget, I was thinking about a tub going here, so we don't want like a really big window, you know. Let everyone look inside as you are bathing. But it could be slightly bigger. Let's just go with this one. About up here. That should be okay. Any other? That's the only window in the bathroom. Let's do these windows here, actually, you know. So you should be remembering all these shortcut keys that I've told you. Hope you haven't forgotten them. Quickly go up to the top left. Look at the windows are there. You've got one up here in the middle of the bedroom. So I could move it up. I think I want to put it maybe. So this is where it's tough. I think it helps to look at. Oh, okay, I see the way it is. So they actually have non-shuttered windows up here, like the ones we used here. So press E, clone that. Yeah, it's like this. I'll just do one. Do one, and then there was one on the other side. Is that directly opposite? Yeah. Oops. Same thing here. Okay, put it up there. And then there's one over the staircase. We'll do here. Okay. So, you know, it's not perfect, but it's definitely not bad. And I could probably spend a lot more time trying to get it look just the way I want. We can look at what sort of roof they're using. So you can see they're using a metal roof. This is the roof patterns. We can change it to, oh, I like the dark. Yeah, see, that does look nice. Make sure you apply to all your roofs, don't leave any out. And then another quick thing that's gonna help you, whoops, we forgot to put the foundation on the stairs, but oh yeah, wait, that's right, we can't. We have to do something like that. There we go. Another thing that's going to make your house look a lot better and less amateurish is some quick, and you know what, I'm gonna rotate the house. Some quick landscaping. So here's where I'm going to use that house tool, move the house, and I'm going to rotate it, and rotate it once more. Yeah, I just feel like it should go that way because this is probably the front of the lot, right? Yeah. So we can take a look at what they've done, and it can be really quick and simple. Here's my quick tips to easy landscaping. So have a couple of taller things, like some trees. It can be a small tree, like this birch one's really nice. Look at that, looks very Americana. Perfect. We could put one in the back too. Let's do one. So you've got them over here already. Put one here, and let's also do one here. Press Alt to turn off your grid and hold rotate. Some quick trees. Next, let's move down to this one. This low line pale yellow flowers. I would like to do a shout out to the Whisper Games who taught me about these, and oh boy, they are great. They are super quick and easy to make it look like you know how to landscape, even if you don't. They are great. See, look at that. They look really nice. We can do more. My stomach's growling. I'm really hungry. I gotta go eat. Can do more. You can do more over here. If you would like to turn on the cheat, the move objects cheat, so that they can go together without getting this red thing, press shift or control shift C. That opens up this. Type in testing cheats on, then type in bb.move objects on. Enter. Now I can put things on top of each other without getting yelled at. Yeah. Just be careful that it doesn't pop up like that, because the way the grid works. And then add some taller things, you know, like a bush and another over here. Maybe one in the corner. It's shrubbery, unkept shrubbery. I can also throw in some wild grass to kind of line the back here. And I'm just switching it from facing one way to facing the other way, so it doesn't look like I've just been placing the same thing over and over. But you might find that that doesn't look really good, so you might wanna. And I'm just pushing it back. See? And then I kind of want to move that a little bit. There we go. And then we can add some flowers for a little bit of prettiness. You know, you don't have to be very good at this. You can just place things how you like. I'm really bad at it, but you can see, you know, that looks better already. We didn't add any railing. We should probably do that. This is the railing we're using, the mecha one, and we do it in white. And then, you know, you could add a terrain paint. Like, we could do the same brick, change it to the same shape, and we can paint this down here in one straight line. Look how easy this was to make a beautiful country style home. And I didn't need to use any imagination for the most part, pretty much, which is just the way I wanted it to be. Just go around and make sure you got everything. We didn't add a door there, but it's not a complete build. I would probably use this same door. So I'm pressing E to use the eyedropper, and then I'm popping it in back there. Yeah, see? Super simple. I keep seeing things that like I would change. Like I'd put another one up here. I'd probably put in more windows back here because they look a little bare. Maybe not those though. Maybe this. maybe this window, maybe just one. Doesn't look great without having just one, but yeah, it's so easy, guys. I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope you learned something, and I will make this the first part. I'll do another video where I show you guys how to furnish the inside of the house, because this one took way too long. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this. Give me a thumbs up and a like if you liked this style of video, like a tutorial, so I can make more for you guys, okay? I love you guys so much. Have a good time simming, and I'll talk to you later.